hear me? Am I muted? There we go. How we doing, everybody? Happy Wednesday. So good to see you. Let me know in the chat if you can see me, hear me, any technical difficulties. I think we're all set. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Gosh, this week is kind of flying by. All right, thank you, Frederick. We can hear you. All right, now we can hear you. Yeah, all right, good deal. How's everybody doing today? Great week so far. Been a busy week. We've had some work getting done on our house, so they might be done right now, but you might hear, I don't know, they might not be. So you might hear some sawing and hammering and things like that. But I think we are all good to go. Let's say hi to some folks here real quick. And yeah, so if you are new here, I should say, or if this is your first stream, maybe we're just going to hang out, talk about smart home stuff as we always do on this channel. We focus mostly on Apple Home here on this channel. We'll do a Q&A. You guys can ask questions and stuff like that. It's a great time to get feedback or ask questions about products or whatever your specific setup. We talk news, anything new, maybe in the smart home world, anything worth talking about. Actually hasn't been a whole lot in the past week since we did our last live stream. So will probably be a great day to ask questions and kind of just bounce stuff off of each other here for the next hour or so. With that said, let's say hi to some folks and we'll kind of get rolling here. Frederick is in the house. Frederick was the first to hit the like button. Thank you, Frederick. He says you should too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, hit that like button for me. I think YouTube appreciates that. I appreciate that. Silverhammer Surveillance. What's up, George? George is in the house as well. Mike Q. Lone Star Trent is here. What's going on, Lone Star Trent? Bruce Randall, Vito D from sunny New York. We have had some beautiful weather here today too. I didn't get to the gym today because I've been so busy and then had to get ready for the stream. I usually try to go to the gym earlier in the day. Had to skip it today, but I did get out, took the dog for a walk because it was just a beautiful day. Still is a beautiful day here. Don Powers, John K. Wolf from Texas. What's going on, John? Sigmund Judge is in the house. Good day, good morning. And Sigmund has gifted some memberships I see right here. Sigmund, thank you so much. Already, right out the gate, gifted some memberships. Gifted one membership. Thank you so much. So I guess I should say, if you don't know, there is a membership program here on YouTube where you can join my channel as a member. $5 a month. Sigmund just gifted one. Let's see if it says who that was gifted to. Jessica Moss was gifted that. So YouTube will automatically pick somebody when one of these is gifted like this. Last week, you guys were like gifting memberships left and right. It was awesome. Last week, I think like 20 memberships were gifted. So anyways, really cool. But if you do want to become a member, should be a link somewhere down below to join or in the top of the chat. And as a member, you can get access to my member Discord server where we have a lot of, let me see, I actually can pull that up maybe. That's Twitter, not there. There we go. Here's our Discord server. So let's see, just to give you a little glimpse, you can see all kinds of stuff. In here, we're always talking about HomeKit stuff and just a good place. We do a member video chat once a month. Actually, today we'll do that after the live stream. So that's on the first Wednesday of every month. So a lot of fun stuff. Good place to be if you're building a smart home, have questions and things like that. So did want to mention that. Lawrence says, thank you for last week's free membership gifts. Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, you guys were just like gifting these out. Like I said, I think 20 free memberships were. So if you're a new member, again, we do a video chat where I'll be on there, kind of like a Zoom. We're going to do it in Discord today. So if you are a member now, maybe you're a new member, come hang out during the video chat. Those are always a lot of fun. A little more personal, you know, it's just a few of us in there. So it's always a good time. We do that once a month. Let's see, sorry I'm late. Eric, it's all right. You're not very late. We're just getting started here. Thanks for joining us all the way from the Netherlands. Turin is here. What's going on? Let's see, who did I miss? Lawrence, happy membership day. All right. Jeff from Michigan is here. What's going on? Jeff says, way to go, Sigmund Judge. You the man. All right. Let's see. Anybody else? Sorry if I missed you. Dan Zimmerly is here. What's going on? Congrats on the full-time YouTube status. Thank you, Dan. So, yeah. I'm going full time on YouTube. So I did make the announcement, a couple of days ago to the channel members. So I haven't really made it publicly outside of that. But what better time than the present? It is official. I am going full time, or I have gone full time on YouTube. I have quit my 9-to-5 job. So yeah, a little scary, but very exciting. Been, contemplating doing it for quite a while, and the time was right. It was just needed. I was spending so much time on YouTube, and just making these videos and just everything involved in it. It's quite time consuming. Been doing that for a number of years, and also working full time. I got to where I just, I wanted to put all my efforts into YouTube. So that's what we're doing. And yeah, I appreciate you guys being along for the ride, for the journey. It's definitely been an exciting journey so far, and very excited for the future, being able to just spend all my energy on creating content and stuff like that here for you all is really exciting, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I think we're going to do some fun stuff here on the channel. Let's see, congrats. Thank you, Peter. So I guess there will be daily lives now. I don't know about all that. We're going to take it slow. We'll see where it goes. I do want to be able to create more content on a regular basis. So I'm still, like I said, this is very new still. So I'm kind of trying to get a good flow going and figure things out. Still doing definitely one video every week. I want to do some more short form content, but I would ultimately like to produce more long form videos too than just one a week. But kind of got to get my flow and figure things out. But yeah, hopefully it'll just mean more content coming, and maybe some more live streams too. I don't know. Maybe that could be a possibility. Maybe a different time of day or something. Let's see, Russ, what's going on, Russ? Edgar's home tech. Congratulations, Shane. That's my dream, maybe to achieve one day. Hey, Edgar, definitely, man, you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can, I'm sure. Just keep on grinding. It's funny because I really never, it was never really my goal. Like when I started YouTube, I never thought that I would be able to do that. I didn't go into it thinking I would do that. It just kind of happened. I just wanted to make videos, wanted to get better at making videos and editing and stuff. I really love making videos, love smart home stuff. So it was kind of just a hobby, a fun thing, get some free products here and there. Oh, that's always pretty exciting. Never thought it would turn into what it has. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. So anybody can definitely do it. If you're willing to grind and work, I guess. Let's see. What did you used to do at work? John says. So for the past 11 years, I've done a lot of things, freelance stuff over the years, but for my 9-to-5, the past 11 years, I worked I was a contractor, and I worked for the Army doing basically like training products, online training products, multimedia training developer, I think was my technical title. That changed a little bit over the years, but ultimately I did multimedia training products for the Army, worked at one of the Army schools here in the area. And yeah, it was a very fulfilling job. I absolutely loved it. That was kind of my dream job for a long time until I discovered YouTube. So yeah, that's what I did for the past 11 years. Crazy how time flies by. Let's see. So like I said, today, today will be a good day for questions. So like I said, there's not a ton to talk about in the news as far as new stuff. So if you have any questions, just try to preface, only ask once. I will try my best to get to everybody. I know we got some moderators in here helping out too. But I will try to get to your question. If you would preface your question with just the word question, that will probably help. Excuse me, and I will try to get to those. So keep that in mind. We do have a couple things we can discuss. Let's see, looking through these comments here. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, so let's see where we congrats. Thank you, Peter. So you're the one who tried to save the army from death by PowerPoint. Yes, that was me. I tried. I don't know how well I succeeded, but yeah, that's funny. Absolutely. Let's see. All right, so I also see too, real quick, Benjamin. Benjamin became a member. We got a new member here. Thank you, Benjamin, for joining. Let's hit the confetti button. We like to hit that when we can. Appreciate you joining as a channel member. Like I said, today we're doing our monthly members video chat over on Discord. So if you have Discord or want to get in there, it's a great little place to basically a glorified chat room. If you're not familiar with Discord, is kind of how I like to put it. But great little place where I'm in there every day. Been in there today, interacting and stuff like that. So it's a great place. Oh man, thank you, Gene. Wow, you guys are rolling with these memberships. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank Gene. Yeah, thank Gene. We got more gifted memberships. This is whoops. I'm getting used to this big old Ultra here. It's new for me. I just got the Ultra 2. Never had an Ultra. I was rocking the Apple Watch 5, so I'm hitting it on stuff. Thank you, Gene, for the gifted memberships. Man, let's see. Jason was gifted. Legend ZA was gifted. Peter was gifted. And Henry was gifted a membership. So... and Carlos was also gifted a membership. So awesome. Thank all you guys. You are now members. Go over, get into that Discord. So we're going to do our Discord a video chat tonight at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'll be about 30 minutes after we end this live stream here. Gives me a little break to, use the bathroom, get a little snack or something like that. Maybe a cold beverage. And then we'll do the live stream then, the member chat after that. So, and it looks like YouTube is not highlighting my questions, which is always unfortunate. It's so weird. I don't know why they do that sometimes, and then sometimes it doesn't. So it might be a little hard for me to see them, but do preface with the word question and your comment, and I will try to see these. And like I said, we have some moderators in here that can probably help, and just some really knowledgeable people I see here in the chat, like Sigmund Judge. What's going on, Sigmund? I also actually have a tweet that we can talk about here. Sigmund sent me earlier. But the question is, do we expect to hear more expansion to Matters categories? I'm still holding off for a robot vacuum. I need one for the home cinema studio. Yeah, I do think this will come. I'm hoping, I was thinking that it would come in the fall. The next member update, or I'm talking about membership so much. The next Matter update should be this fall. So I don't know when. I haven't heard anything new in the last however long, couple months or something in regards to that. But I'm thinking we will get some more categories with this update. I don't know that for sure, but that's my guess. I don't think we're going to see cameras this year. Cameras, everybody always asks about cameras, but hopefully robot vacuums will be in the next one, but I don't know. So, if you're okay holding off a little bit more, you really want that Matter integration, maybe hold off until the new year. If it was me and I really wanted the Matter integration, I would hold off until the new year, see what happens. And then if we still don't hear anything, then maybe just go ahead and get something. That's probably what I would do. Eric, question, did you integrate your Homey Pro yet? Just got myself a Homey. Yeah, I did a whole video on that one. I'm not sure if you saw that, Eric. But yeah, I've been using it. I love it. I do love it. There's a few things where I'm not able to integrate into it as far as like stuff I already have set up in my HomeKit home. But overall, I love it. In fact, there's been HomeKit, I love it. But lately, I've had some struggles, to say the least. And I rebuilt my whole home recently with in HomeKit. And as I've noticed very recently since setting up Homey, that some of my products work great in Homey, but they're not even working in HomeKit. So I don't know, but I am really liking Homey so far, and I'm looking for more ways to use it, and I'm going to continue using it, I think, for a while. I'm interested to see the Hubes Pro. I haven't used that yet. I think that'll be a very comparable product. So I know a lot of people ask me about comparing the two. So maybe one day I'll get to compare that one and kind of see what the differences are. I know Homey has Z-Wave and Homey Hubes Pro doesn't. So that's one difference right off the gate that I noticed. But I don't know. Question, any recommendations on what to use to get a car light strip to stick better? It's going around sharp corners and keeps coming undone. Well, let's see. A Akara light strip. So you could cut the Akara light strips, and they actually sell. Let's see here. And I can't remember. Let me see. I wonder if I could just search this and find. See, I don't remember off the top of my head how many pins the Akara is. I know I've answered this question before, but I don't want to give you the wrong information. But you can get all these little types of accessories. So if you're having trouble with corners, trying to see if I can find one. Again, you just have to make sure you get the right little connectors if you want to cut it. And you can get these kinds of connectors, you know what I mean? See, just like this. But they make corner connectors, which might help you out, or you can get something like this that might help wrap in the corners. Oh, here we go. Here's some corner. Again, just make sure you get the right number of pins for your light strip. So this is a 2-pin, so that's not right. But you get the idea. So I don't know. I can't remember if a car is 6-pin. Let me see. Somebody, you guys are probably screaming in the comments. 5 pins. Thank you, Gene. 5 pins. Okay. Again, I couldn't remember off the top of my head there. So yeah, 5 pins. And I think that's kind of a project I'm thinking about doing, is cutting some Akara strips and doing some creative things with that. But anyways, that's one method. If you don't want to go that route, I would probably just try your best to peel off whatever 3M tape is on there, and then just go on Amazon and you can just buy 3M, like some real heavy duty 3M sticky tape. I've got some that I've used before that's like supposed to be weatherproof. I mean, it's just super sturdy. Gorilla Glue makes a tape that might, be good. So you might just want to try some different type of, 3M tape on the back there that you put on there yourself. That's probably what I would do if you didn't want to cut it and everything. Real quick, let me get to this. Sigmund Judge shared this earlier, so I did want to mention this. He sent this to me earlier. So enhanced dialogue was a new feature with tvOS 17 that was initially just when you're pairing 2 HomePods to your Apple TV, for like your default audio output. And that enhanced audio was really just for those, but it looks like here, and there's a little screenshot. I don't know if you guys can see this. There you go. So this is using HomePod minis in the beta. There we go. So this is good news if you're using HomePod minis, a pair of HomePod minis as your default audio for your Apple TV. So here we go. You see it's paused. I didn't want to share that. I know some of you guys might have that set up so you can see that enhanced dialogue. Pretty interesting. So that's in the beta right now. And Dan says, I use a pair of HomePod minis like that too. So there you go. So that would, you could possibly be able to use that. Jan, greetings from Germany. Love your channel. Thank you so much, Jan. And am I saying that right, Jan, or is it Jan? I'm so bad at butchering names. Forgive me if I butcher your name. And Jan, maybe? Is that right? It says, is there a way to summarize the measurements of several Eve energies? Sorry for my English. Greetings from Germany. No worries. I'm sorry for my English too sometimes. A way to summarize the measurements of several Eve energy. I don't know a way to do this off the top of my head. Eve works exclusively with HomeKit. So it would have to be, well, I guess I shouldn't say that now. It supports Matter, so Eve can be used in the other ecosystems through Matter, but there's no, so it's HomeKit data. So you're either going to have to use the Eve app or the Home app or something that can do, I don't know of anything that can kind of create a chart or a graph or anything based on HomeKit data. I don't know if anybody else can think of anything. I'm trying to think of something like that. I know Homey does something like that, actually. I was looking at that recently with the new Homey Pro, but you can't pair Thread Matter devices to Homey yet, but that will come in the near future. So I can't think of anything off the top of my head, though, right now. Let's see. All right. I see some questions, guys. I see them. Sorry, I just hit the table. I'm going to try to get to them all, so bear with me, please. I will try my best. Let's see. Lawrence said, I added my Hue Bridge to Alexa with Matter yesterday. Unlike Apple Home, I didn't have to rename everything. Oh, that's good to know. I'm not using Alexa. Am I setting everybody's devices off right now? I'm sorry. I don't have any to worry about. I don't use Lady A. But that's good to know that the integration went well with Hue. Jeff has a question. Is there a known issue with Hue on Matter constantly showing no responding in HomeKit? Hue app always works fine, but HomeKit doesn't work more than it works at the moment. Lawrence may have already answered that. I know Lawrence uses Philips Hue and Matter a lot. I have not done the Matter integration with Philips Hue yet. I really haven't had a need to. Maybe it's something I'll do to test out. I kind of hate to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. But yeah, I might give it a shot, but I don't know the answer to that one. Maybe somebody else here does. Eric says, how close to the hub does the Aqara water sensor need to be? Well, it's Zigbee Range, so Zigbee Range is pretty good. I mean, of course, it'll depend on walls and stuff like that, but I have an Aqara hub like on one side of my house. I'm trying to think about how many feet that would be. I mean, I've got one on one side of the house, and then basically I have an Aqara door sensor outside of my house, like on a gate outside, and that's got to be at least probably, I don't know, 50 feet or so, 40, 50 feet maybe, and that's through walls, exterior walls, and it works well. So Zigbee Range, I'm not sure what the technical answer there for Zigbee Range is. It might be like 30 to 100 feet. I don't even remember, but it's going to depend on your walls and different things like that. So, but I've been very lucky, and you can extend the Zigbee range with your Aqara devices by getting an Aqara smart plug. Those act as a Zigbee extender. That's a good way to kind of extend that range if you need to. Sam, thank you, Sam. Super chat that says super chat. Thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate it. I love it. Much appreciated. Thank you, Sam, for the support. Also a channel member. Much appreciated. Keenan says, question, speaking of tape, do you have any issues with your blind tilts coming off? The torque puts a lot of strain on the adhesive, and I have had it pop loose once and gave me the jammed error. Actually, Keenan, surprisingly, no. I was a little worried about that too when I installed all mine. And gosh, I've been using mine for at least 6 months now, and mine run every day, multiple times a day. I have 8 of them in my house right now. I've installed them for a couple of friends as well, and I have not had that issue on mine, luckily. So yeah, I don't know. And I'm glad I haven't, because some of mine are really hard to get to. I'm actually looking at, I want to get a couple more I got like 2 more windows that I really want to automate, but I have not had that issue. Let's see here. Oh, I'm going to try to scroll back up and get to some of your questions, guys. Chris, what's going on, Chris? Also a channel member, says, did you connect your Roborock Q Riva to HomeKit? If so, what bridge did you use? I did not do this, Chris. I just really didn't need to because me and my wife were at home so much. I don't know. We don't really automate it when we leave and stuff like that. So I didn't do this because I can do everything that I need to do through Siri shortcuts. I have some really nice shortcuts set up for my Roborock, and that does everything that I need to. I have done this with my last Roborock. So I had the SV Ultra Max. I think I'm saying that right. But the last Roborock that I had, I did integrate it into HomeKit through Hue Bridge, I guess, to answer your question. And that worked well. It was a little tricky to set up through Hue Bridge, but once I had it set up, it worked great. I haven't done it with the new one because I haven't really needed to so far. But I've done it with Hue Bridge, and I know a number of other people have as well. Vito says, have issues with Maris garage door opener. After the door closes, Maris doesn't log it as closed in HomeKit. HomeKit will go into obstruction detected 10 minutes after the door is open. Mess with the timing. Have you looked at the sensor, the door sensor, to make sure there's nothing in the way, or maybe your door sensor hasn't been knocked loose? You know, there's the wired sensor for that. It sounds like maybe that could be the issue. Yeah, hopefully that would fix it. I haven't had any issues like that with mine, luckily. Thanks, Kites Pongan says the Ultra looks great. I wish it was smaller for my skinny wrist. Question, does your iPhone 15 Pro Max overheat too? You know, I've noticed it feeling a bit warm once or twice. I can't remember what I was doing, if I was like actually talking on the phone. I did notice that once or twice, but it's not something that's like every day that I've noticed. But yeah, there was once or twice before I even saw it like in the news. I was thinking like, gosh, it does feel a little hotter than I feel like it should right now. Oh, Lone Star Trent says there's an update out today for the overheating issue. Okay. I didn't even realize that. Thank you, Lone Star Trent. Yep, and Gene says that too. You guys are on top of it. I love it. Shane gave me a lot of ideas for my new home. How is Homey? I really love Homey. I tell you what, it is very expensive. You know, I know it's not for everybody, but I've been very happy with it. I think if I was starting new, like, you know, new to smart home stuff, I think it's a good option. You know, it kind of gives you the HomeKit tie-in if you want to use Apple Home. It doesn't expose everything to Apple Home, so you do need to be aware of that. That, you know, certain devices won't, but you know, if you wanted to use Apple Home maybe and Homey Pro, like you could do automate. You know, I would probably get devices like. I think it would be a good idea if you were starting to maybe get Homey Pro and then purchase devices that do support Apple Home natively, but that you could also integrate in with Homey Pro. That would probably be a good route if you were starting out. I really like it. Like I said, with an existing smart home, there's been a few devices, mainly Wi-Fi devices, a few of them that I haven't been able to integrate with Homey Pro. But other than that, it's really been awesome. Benjamin says, do you think Apple will increase their standard from 1080p to 4K? I don't know if we'll see 4K. Benjamin, I'd like to see at least 2K. I do think they will eventually, but I don't know when. I kind of thought that it would happen by now. I mean, you know, with improvements in technology, I'm sure it's going to happen eventually, but I don't know when. Like I said, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen 2K at least by now, but it is what it is. Now have some time for your outside lights. Yeah, I'm actually working on some stuff right now. So yeah, one of the things we've been doing is we've been having a back porch built, something we've been planning for a while. And I'm like, they were actually working on I posted on Instagram too. So if you want to see some behind the scenes stuff here at the Whatley home, follow me on Instagram. I post all, in my stories over there all the time. But I was sharing some of the progress. They were putting up the roof, and I'm already thinking like, what lights can I put in here, out here? I put outlets like in all kinds of places so I can run lights and things like that. So it should be fun. Oh man, I'm kind of behind in the chat. Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna try to get to your questions. Let's see here. If I miss your question, I'm sorry. I will try my best. Let's see. Question, a car FP2, once it stops detecting motion in a room, how would you create a shortcut to turn the device off after a delay, but the action to cancel if someone re-enters the room? That's probably going to be a little more tricky to explain in a live stream. Tashi Face 1. Let's see, but you can convert to shortcut, and you can do wait actions that, and then use an if action that, wait 30 seconds. I've done that a number with the FP2 actually. So, when the zone stops detecting motion, wait 20 seconds or wait 30 seconds, then check if no motion is available, then no motion, turn off light strip or whatever, something like that. That's, some variation of that is probably how you would go about it. I hope that helps. In a speed round version. Question, do you do virtual consultations for smart home integrations? No, I don't. The best thing that I can offer really for this is our Discord server. So I do kind of prioritize the membership Discord. Like I get a lot of questions nowadays. And I try to get to everybody, but it's hard. But over on Discord, you can message me. I try to get to everybody over on Discord first. And also there's some really smart people in our Discord server, a lot of channel members who are in this chat right now. So a lot of group help is over there too. So if you're building a smart home, you want some support, some help, I think it's been a great community over there on Discord. Again, that's part of the channel membership that you get. So maybe that would be something to consider, but I do not do consultations to answer the question. I just try to help for free. I don't know, maybe that's not a good business decision on my part, but that's the way I do it. Let's see. Question, do you think a home key lock will come to the EU? I do think so. Yeah, eventually. If there's not one already, I do think so. Let's see. All right. I'm behind on the chat. Sorry, guys. Bear with me a little bit. Let's see. Was there anything else? Something I did also want to mention, too, while I'm just letting the chat get further ahead of me. I saw there was an update. This has been mentioned recently over in our Discord server. So there is an update to the home batteries for HomeKit app. Now, I will admit I haven't used this one personally, but some of our members have spoken highly of it. And let's see, where is, there's MKBHD. No, I'm trying to see. Okay, so where is the updates? What's new? Here we go. So there's some new updates in here. Get notifications on your batteries and things like that. So you guys might want to check this out. I've heard good things. I haven't used it yet personally, but they've got a big update that just came to this app. And also, while we're talking about HomeKit apps, we talked about this a little bit last week, but two of my favorites have kind of joined forces, Controller for HomeKit and the Home Devices app. You can get this thing now 50% off. So this is a pretty expensive app, this one, Controller for HomeKit, but I've used it in a number of my videos. Highly recommend if you're really into building a HomeKit smart home, and you can get 50% off that license now. So I did just want to mention that again because it is, pretty expensive app compared to others. and you might want to take advantage of that little discount while you can. Let's see. All right, Joe, I see we got a couple of member chats. Thank you so much, Joe, for being a channel member for 13 months. Joe says, congrats again on the news. Thank you. Thank you again. Fun question. Is your home is now Whatley Resort, not home. Were there any other contenders on the name? I use Homebase. Thanks. Oh man, let's see. That is a good question. Were there any other, what did I think of? I don't know. I don't think so. I think when I renamed it, I was trying my best not to be too frustrated, but I was in the process of rebuilding the whole home, and I did go from Whatley Home to Whatley Resort. I don't know. I don't think there were any other contenders. Some crazy stuff, probably. I've seen some funny ones. I actually had mine called Halloween Town for a while. I thought about going back to that since it's Halloween season. Nightmare Before Christmas fan, but I didn't go with that. And I thought Whatley Resort was like, that sounds kind of positive. You go to a resort, it's like vacation, so let's do resort. And that way maybe it'll feel like I'm always on vacation. That was my thinking anyways. Hunter, what's going on, Hunter? Thank you as well for being a member for 4 months. Hunter says, what would you suggest, Homey Pro or Home Bridge? It's a really tough question here. This is a tough one because they're not completely interchangeable, if that makes sense. I think if you're more comfortable doing some tinkering and kind of getting your hands a little more dirty, then I would probably go with Home Bridge. That sounds bad. It's really not that complicated to use Home Bridge, but Home Bridge is, let's see, the best way to put it. It's a lower barrier to entry. Sorry, I'm having a hard time talking today. There's a lower barrier to entry in Home Bridge regarding price, but more of a learning curve in terms of just tinkering and DIY. And it's the opposite for Homey Pro. So Homey Pro is a low barrier to entry because it's just so intuitive. It's very easy to use. It's just kind of a lot more plug and play, but much higher barrier to entry in terms of price because it's very expensive. There are some more limitations probably with Homey Pro than you'll find with Home Bridge. So it just depends. I think if you're doing like some real crazy stuff, you might want to go Home Bridge. There's probably more you can do with that. But if you're not too crazy and you're just you're keeping things fairly simple, then Homey Pro is a really good alternative. I think, again, it's expensive, but it's just so intuitive. The automation capabilities are fantastic. I love that about Homey Pro. And it's kind of different in the sense that Home Bridge really kind of is kind of supplements your home kit setup in terms of like you use it to bridge devices to HomeKit. Homey Pro technically could replace everything. Like it could be your automation engine and everything if you wanted it to. So they're a little different in that sense. I hope that helps a little bit. Again, it's kind of tricky because they're not completely the same, but I do hope that helps. But you can do, I noticed, I will say this too, and then I'll move on. One thing that I noticed is that most of the stuff that I do with Home Bridge, and again, keep in mind, I don't do a ton with Home Bridge. I use it sparingly. But most of the stuff that I do with Home Bridge, I found I could do with Homey Pro. So I only use Home Bridge for a few accessories, Govi Lights, and just a few things here and there. Virtual switches is one of my favorite things about Home Bridge as well. All that I was able to do in Homey Pro. Again, there are some limitations. Let's see. Roborock was one, for example. We were talking about Roborock earlier. I'm able to integrate Roborock into HomeKit through Home Bridge if I wanted to. I wasn't able to do that with Homey Pro because there's still not a an app for that on HomeKit Pro yet. So again, some limitations there with HomeKit Pro, but much more intuitive, more of a all-encompassing kind of smart home platform really with HomeKit Pro, or it can be if you want. Sorry, that was a long answer, but I hope it helps. Don, what's going on, Don? Thank you so much also for being a member. 16 months. Man, thank you. Thank you for the support. The update to the battery app is great, except it still has not solved the problem of accurately reading. Except it still has not solved the problem of accurately reading batteries in Akara sensors. Okay, you know, I think I've seen this before. Again, I haven't used this app yet, but I think that's probably an issue on the Akara side, I would think, because I've seen a lot of, I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't know how it's reading them. Maybe you can elaborate in the comments. But I've seen, I don't know if it's just reading 100%. I've seen a lot of Akara sensors that I've had for like a year. I mean, the batteries last forever anyways. So I don't know, maybe it's right, but it seems like the batteries say 100% like all the time. I don't know if that's the issue or if it's just not reading at all. Oh Lord. And the wife is here. I guess it's too late. I guess you already did, Miss Whatley. All right, let's see here. I saw there were some questions. With no day job, you do have a never-ending vacation. That's right. I'm treating YouTube like a job, but it doesn't feel like a job because I just love doing it so much. I mean, I can play with smart home products and make videos. I mean, it is like a vacation. You're right. I'll take that for sure. Uh-oh, John says yes. All right. Sigmund, what do I need to set up a home bridge and home assistant Pi? Main reason for it is for playback state automations with Apple TV. So I haven't jumped into the home assistant world yet, so I know a lot of people have been kind of urging me to, so that might come one day. I'll probably tinker around with it. So I can't speak too much to that, but with HomeBridge, I mean, if you're just doing some automation stuff like with your Apple TV, really just a Raspberry Pi, you can get a little basic Raspberry Pi. That's probably the most inexpensive method. If you have an always-on Mac, you can just use that. A lot of people like to use a Mac Mini. That's a really good option. The only problem with Raspberry Pis, I think, is if you're starting to integrate a bunch of camera streams and stuff, it can be a little much for the Raspberry Pi. Then you might want to look at something else. I'm running mine on a NAS, so I have a Synology NAS. I don't know if you have one of those. That's a good thing about HomeBridge is you can install it on a lot of different things depending on what you may already have. So you might not need to get something if you have one of those other devices already. But if not, probably go with just a Raspberry Pi just to get up and running if you can get a hold of one. Synology for HomeBridge says Mega Clean Cab. Sorry. Yeah, I love having that Synology, man. When I first got that, it was mainly for like video backups and stuff like that, for footage and files and run a Plex server. I also wanted to do that. I never really even thought about it in terms of, this was, years ago. I never really thought about it in terms of like home automation, HomeBridge and all that stuff. So it's been awesome though. I also run scripted on there for my cameras. So yeah, Synology is awesome. If you have one. They're not cheap, but if you have one, they are awesome. You can use them for so many different things. Oh, okay, Sigmund says, I already have a Pi set up with HomeBridge, but I've got to get it running concurrently with Home Assistant. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know if you can do them both on the same one. Again, that's one thing I love about the Synology is you can do stuff like that. You can you use Docker containers and run different things, alongside each other, all in the same Synology, which is pretty cool. George says, Caroline is officially responsible for turning me on to grits. Didn't know I needed grits in my life, but that's it. So you're officially a Southerner now. That's awesome. Yeah, man, I had some grits just this weekend. I don't eat breakfast a lot these days, but when I do, it's usually on a Sunday or something. And sorry, I'm hearing something outside of my door, so it's distracting me. Let's see. Try to get to some of y'all's questions up here. I know I missed a bunch of them. Bear with me, guys. Sorry if I missed your question. John says, what's the best robot vacuum cleaner for HomeKit? Well, none of them support HomeKit natively, so there's really like no answer for this. But is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, you locked me out.
Yeah, I'm locking you out because you over outside of my door making all that noise. Oh,
Where do I look?
She crashed the live stream for real. I thought you were just talking about it in the comments.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Hi.
Here's the wife, Miss Whatley.
Oh, golly. That's close.
If you guys have questions for her, there you go. Maybe how to cook, what's the best way to cook grits? Yeah, Spicy Peach says good grits with cheese. That's right. Gotta add cheese.
Yeah, any kind of cheese.
Pull the plug. Don't pull the plug. Do you think Apple will have an event in October or November? I do think so. I've kind of heard a little bit of rumors about that. I hope there's something, but I don't know. The last one was underwhelming, maybe. So we'll see. Anything I can use to alert me when an outlet loses power. That's tough. I don't know if anybody has any good options for this. I'm trying to think of something here for just a basic outlet. I wish we could turn on notifications on HomeKit for this, but unfortunately you can't. Like, you can get notifications for your cameras, but no other devices. So I'm trying to think of a good way to do this. I don't know. Larry says, what do you think, Caroline, about Shane's new full-time job as a YouTuber?
It's fine.
I've been preparing her for a while. She's supportive.
Yeah. What choice do I have, right?
That's right. Lone Star Trent, I'm a Southerner and I hate grits.
Why?
I don't think you are. I don't think those two things can exist at the same time.
Well, whoever that is just never put cheese or chicken bouillon in them.
There you go. Cheddar cheese with grits and shrimp. Yep. Any word on the 2.0 door lock? I haven't heard any news lately about that. I have been in touch with the owner, I guess, of the company, and I don't know a release date or anything, but I think it's happening this year, so maybe Q4 of this year. But I haven't heard anything new, but that's just what I'm thinking. So hopefully we'll hear some more about that pretty soon. Maybe even when does Q4 is coming pretty soon.
It's just started.
It started already? Are we in Q4?
Yeah.
Oh
like
my God.
3 or 4 days
okay.
in.
Well, yeah. Hopefully Q4. Should be Q4. I just don't know exactly when. Greg said that'd be like being from New Orleans and hating gumbo. It's just not right. Yeah. Oh, look at here. Sam says, yes, Q4. So there you go. So Sam is the man, knows the insights there in terms of 2.0,
lock, right?
2.0 smart lock. So yeah, Q4. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Sam.
Did you lock me out of here on purpose, or does it just automatically lock?
Yes.
That's not right. Y'all know how I got in here, right? Through the home app. Notice he didn't let me in. He heard the knob jingling.
I think, were you watching my stream outside of the door?
Yeah.
That's really threw me off. Because I'm hearing something out there. Live streams are difficult, and it's And I had some I was hearing my own voice outside of my door on top of jiggling the door. It was a lot. But yeah, I was setting up some scenes recently, and I'm using the HoloMark Smart Lock, and so I created a record video scene with my lights. I've been trying to kind of streamline some of the stuff here lately, and I just went ahead and added the lock on my record video scene.
It happens automatically. Look,
Yeah.
someone said they're a Yankee and they love grits. Green Arrow.
Oh,
That's
nice.
what I'm talking about.
There you go.
It's up top.
Yeah, grits are for everybody. It's just, I think if you're Southern, it's a requirement.
They can be really plain and gross if
yeah,
you don't eat it.
yeah,
Like
you
if
gotta do
you
'em
don't
right.
cook them right, they can be pretty plain.
Oh, Sam says pushing hard for Christmas. Okay, there you go. So the 2.0 smart lock. So hopefully by Christmas, pushing hard. Okay, there we go. Any info about the Amara U200 smart lock? I don't even recall that one. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. I almost forgot completely about this device. The Amara U200. So this is like Amara's retrofit option, kind of like the SwitchBot, which I've got one of those somewhere around here. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about this one as far as when it's being released. So Amara likes to, this is what they did. They did it at CES earlier in the year, and then they did it at IFA 2023 recently. So they announced a bunch of devices, and then they kind of roll one out after another once they make the announcement. So we saw the Amara Dual Relay Module T2 recently come out. So we don't know what's next. I haven't heard about this. I'm hoping that we'll see all these before the end of the year, though. So hopefully we'll see all these by the end of Q4, which we are currently in.
Yes, Fred, my knees hurt right now. Oh. I need knee pads.
I guess we're going to have to get you a chair in here, huh? Mm-hmm. Italians and pasta, yep. Oh my God, we need this Whatley back and forth banter on the channel. Y'all, don't encourage her.
George is my best friend.
Let's see.
I saw a question that said, right there, Sigmund Judge, this one right here.
Okay. What's the problem in the house that has yet to be solved by existing smart tech that you need fixing? Is that for, I guess that could go for either of us.
I feel like I'm on the spot and I can't think, but I bet I'll think of like 10 things tonight.
Yeah, well, welcome to live streaming. Yeah, let's see. Problem in the house that is yet to be solved by existing smart tech that you need fixing. Well, I did mention this earlier. I've got a couple windows that it's driving me crazy because I think she opens them all the time in the morning and then I always close them at night. And I've gotten so used to all my other windows closing automatically. Not the windows, but the shades. So I want to automate those. I'll probably use the SwitchBot blind tilt for those. But let's see. That's not really new because I've done that with so many other ones.
I know someone to dust the blinds for me. That'd be great. Something.
I don't know if that can be solved by a smart home
Yeah,
tech.
a little device that, it goes on each one. Kind of like the Roomba for the blinds.
I don't think that exists. You have to invent that.
Oh, I hate that.
I do know we have like I mentioned earlier, the screen porch is being built, so I'm really excited about that. So I'm looking at all the different smart home tech that I'm going to be putting out there. I guess that could be a problem. I want a TV out there, but it needs to be like weatherproof. I'm just looking at different options for that. I considered a projector. Lots of stuff going out there, lights and things. So that's the next challenge here at the house. And we've done automated so many things
Yeah, I
here.
don't think there really is anything. That's a little scary.
Question, first time chatter here. Fallout Becca says, what are your initial thoughts on the new mesh network? Are you referring to maybe the new network that I set up in my house, which was in a video, I guess a couple weeks ago. So I did, when I rebuilt my HomeKit setup, I set up a new network. So far, it's been good. I was having some issues with a lot of dropped connections like just for a minute or two. All my cameras would go offline and stuff and then come back on. And I think that was an issue with my, well, I don't know. I had my ISP come out and check. I've got fiber, so it shouldn't be any issues. And replaced the Ethernet cord or two, but there really didn't seem to be any issues there. And I did a, what do you call it? Like a network optimization on my TP-Link mesh system, and since then it seems to have been doing so much better. So that was the only issue I was having. I mean, speeds are fantastic, but I was just noticing devices would drop just for a minute, you know, here and there throughout the day. But after I did that network optimization, it seems to be working really well. So, and I know George just did a video, Silverhammer Surveillance, on the Netgear Orbi Wi-Fi 7, which I've been using the TP-Link Wi-Fi 7. I'm probably going to try out the Netgear one also. But we'll see. So I don't know. I haven't seen all. Started watching George's video and I got pulled away earlier, but I want to watch that and see how that goes. Lee Verdi, what's going on, Lee? Any Christmas lights in your Amazon cart? No, there's really not. You know, that's one thing that's so awesome. I cannot wait for the holidays, because the permanent outdoor lights by Govi are just awesome. They're already up, so I don't have to hang anything. I've already got a whole bunch of twinkly Christmas lights from years past, so I don't think I need to buy any more, but I'm probably good to go there. But yeah, it's so cool because I was out just last night, standing out on my street.
He was supposed to be grilling.
I did grill.
Yeah.
I did grill, but I was also playing with my smart lights, and they're already up, my permanent outdoor lights, but now I've got them doing all kinds of crazy like flashing for Halloween, you know, some cool Halloween themed stuff. I got a little graveyard out there. So I'll probably post like a reel on Instagram, or maybe a YouTube short showing some of my outdoor Halloween setup with my lights. But it'll be great because I can just turn that into Christmas.
Oh my God! Everybody needs to get the Christmas shirt.
Yeah.
Because you just said it.
Yeah.
George said there is a window cleaner, but not blinds. But he says we're close.
Yeah, there's a window cleaner, but you
didn't tell me about that.
But you're asking about blinds.
Well, the windows are dirty too.
You should make more videos together. My missus could use some wife-approved videos.
Look at there. See?
All right.
She just told me to tell you that. Oh.
Y'all are gonna.
Hey, wifey. Jeff from Michigan's wife. Hey.
Oh, okay. I see it. Awesome. Well, y'all are gonna give her a big head. I'm gonna have to hear about this the rest of the night.
Whatever. Such a liar. And tacos.
Tacos easy. Tonight. There we go. Let's see.
Oh, dang it. Jeff says the window cleaners don't work good.
Yeah, I've seen those. I don't have any experience with them. I've seen little videos here and there.
There's a member question.
Question about Kwikset coming out with a new smart lock. I don't know. I haven't heard anything new from Kwikset in quite a while. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Legend ZA, I guess. I can't see good. Y'all, if I mispronounce something, it's because I just can't see it.
What automation? Yeah, you'll have to get on this side so you can see that. Might be easier.
My knees hurt.
What automations do you have for your bedroom lights? I actually did a whole video. If you search on my channel and you could probably just search bedroom or bedroom tour, something like that. It's probably about a year ago. I'm trying to think if anything's changed in there. In terms of the smart home tech, we actually have changed a lot in the bedroom, but I think the tech is the same. What?
I gotta keep my maturity level down. Everybody else was thinking it.
Okay.
That's what she said. No. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Well, we can say it.
Okay.
But let's see. Light strip behind the headboard. We have the VocalLink air purifier. Light strip behind the TV. I did have a humidifier in there, but I don't really use it that much. Trying to think what other smart shades are fantastic in there.
If any guys want to get your wife on board, those smart shades are really expensive, so you're gonna have a hard time convincing her. But once she has them, she'll love them. Those are awesome.
Yeah, the Lutron shades is the one she was talking about. This was in my video, so just this past weekend, I released a video on my favorite products, the best products, and these are my favorites and everything. And I did mention Lutron Serena shades as the best, but they are super expensive, and for about half the cost, again, this is all in that video, for about half the cost, you could go with Eve or Smart Wings. Both are also really good. It's not as good as Lutron, but
what are these?
Still, these are Lutron in here also. And yeah, Lutron's the best, but the Eve and Smart Wings, I mean, for the cost, those are fantastic also.
$2,200 for that Wi-Fi whatever? No, thank you.
Yeah.
Woo! What's your passion? Hold on, that question's for me. Go up. What's your question? No, I'm not obsessed with smart home.
She needs some hobbies.
I don't have a
He's
passion. Everybody thinks I'm a simpleton. I just.
He's saying, what is your passion?
Vacation.
Are you obsessed by it? Are you obsessed with anything?
No, I'm not. No, I thought he said, are you obsessed
with anything as I am with smart home?
I thought he asked if I was obsessed with smart home. I don't know. I just like to have fun. I don't. I think I enjoy experiences and hanging out with people the most.
But she doesn't have any like hobbies or obsessions like I do. One thing she loves to do is like sell things.
But I kind of fell out of it.
Yeah.
So it got hard to post
Thrifting
everything.
and selling and stuff like that. But
I could sell ice to an Eskimo.
I am loving the Apple Watch so far, Jeff. I'm still, trying. It's been so long since I had like a really good watch.
It's huge.
Excuse me, I had a tickle in my nose. The Apple Watch 5 that I was using, the battery had gotten so bad and it was kind of slow, so I really wasn't using it for a lot. So I'm really trying to like come up with a bunch of good ways to use this and use that action button and stuff like that. I've been kind of creating some shortcuts and things that I'm trying to do. But yeah, so far loving it.
I like that member. Lone Star Trent, you're so funny.
This won't be a smart home
About to
channel
take over.
for long.
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm not. For real, I'm kidding. I am obsessed with Shane.
There you go. That's a good answer.
Yeah, you guys don't know. We've been together a long time. We were like kids.
Yeah,
So.
basically.
Yeah.
Any news on the Akara Thread Hub? I think they said that's coming 2024. I'm pretty sure. So we probably won't hear anything else about that for the rest of this year. So I'm pretty sure that was it.
Thank you, Trey. You're amazing too. That's really nice.
All right, guys. It's been so much fun as always. I do need to end the stream pretty soon because we've got our member stream coming up here in about 25 minutes now. So if you are a channel member, I know we have a lot of new channel members here. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to do something. Sorry.
I'm just kidding. You didn't really hurt.
Oh, yeah, she's dramatic. She didn't really fall.
It's like the football players on the football field when they like barely get touched and they're like, ah.
Yeah. No, what was I saying? See, she's so distracting with her around here, but I love her.
Am I going to join the members only stream? That's the question.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to talk about. The members only stream. I know we got a lot of new members here because there was a bunch gifted today and even more gifted last week. So if you're a new member and you haven't done that, we're going to be doing it in Discord today. All you have to do, if you're new to Discord or whatever, or haven't joined the server yet, just link your YouTube account in your Discord settings and then you can access my server. I'll be sure to do a refresh on before the chat later just to make sure you can get in there if you're new to connect that. And yeah, should be fun. I'll be there in about 20-25 minutes. Hope to see you guys there. Thanks everybody for hanging out and chatting today. We'll see you next week.
Sorry I crashed it.